Hi everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to do your own PIO shot, or progesterone in oil. You take these obviously through IVF. I am currently 10 weeks and 6 days pregnant, so this is my second to last PIO shot. And for the past, I don't know, forever, I've been giving myself my own shots. So let's just show you all of the supplies that you need, which I have all laid out here and already open. So you need your drawing needle. So this is what you're actually going to put into your progesterone in oil to take out the medication. It's not what you inject with. This is your injection needle. So this is what you're actually going to inject with, which the top will come off. I have 2 alcohol swipes here, two alcohol wipes, one for the bottle, one for the tushy. And then I have my gauze and my medication. And your medication might be a little bit different looking than this depending on which brand you have. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our medication bottle. We're just gonna put our alcohol swab, wipe the top of that to make sure it's nice and clean. And this gets thrown away. Okay, now we're gonna take our injection needle. We're gonna take the injection part off. It just twists right off. Now we're gonna take the needle and our draw up needle. We're gonna screw that on, and that is ready. Okay, so now that we have our needle on, I'm gonna draw back the amount of air for however much you need. So mine's 1, so I'm drawing it back to 1. Now, I'm gonna pierce the bottle. Okay, I'm gonna draw it back here, upside down. And if you're getting towards the bottom of your bottle, look here where there's no sticker and you can see farther down into the bottle. Okay, I'm gonna press the air up into the bottle and just draw back my solution. Normally when I draw back a little, and I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see this. All right, normally when I draw back a little bit, and you're gonna see there's a little air bubble there. I'm gonna press that back up, and then I'm gonna continue drawing so that I don't have any air bubbles up until I'm at my 1. Okay, now we have all our medication. We're gonna cap this back on, because we do not want to put this in our tushy because it's too big. So I'm just gonna draw back the liquid a bit so it doesn't come out. I'm gonna unscrew the needle, like so. I'm gonna put the original top back on, screw that on. All right, okay, so now we're gonna get the tushy prepared, so don't mind my butt. Okay, we're gonna take our second alcohol wipe and we're just gonna wipe the area. Pretty easy. So you're just gonna kind of have to turn to whatever side you're on. And I'll explain if you're not. This is my dominant side, so like my right-handed side, so it's actually a little bit easier. I will explain what to do with your left side because it is a little bit more awkward. Okay, so we have our needle. Gosh, what's wrong with me? And what I'm doing is, I'll show you up here. Okay, and sorry if you can see all my dishes in my mirror, but I have a small little mirror here. This moves. I bring this up specifically for this shot, and then when I'm done, I put it away. So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your cap off, okay? And you're just gonna wanna get all that air out, and a little tiny bead right at the top, which I really don't know if you can see or not. So I'm just gonna put this all the way and shoot up, and then a little tiny thing goes at the top. Okay, good. So now I'm gonna look right into the mirror, and as you can see, I can see my cheek. Now, I've been doing this for a while, so I actually have little tiny bruises right here, which kind of tells me where I need to take the shot. So I'm going to take it in my hand. Okay, so what I do is I'm going to flip my hand, I'm going to flip it upside down, okay? So I'm holding it kind of like I would hold a dart. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold one finger right at this little base right here, okay? And then I'll show you this finger is actually gonna touch right on the skin for the butt, okay? Okay, so here's the tush. And we have our needle prepped and ready, okay? Hands on it, just like you would be throwing a dart. And again, I'm not gonna actually put it into my butt because there is medicine in here. But what I do is, like I said, I have a finger usually on that little edge piece. And I'm actually I just turn to the side and then I'm gonna find the area I want and just jab it in. And so I'm gonna show you that process on a little orange so you can see what the jabbing is like up close. So give me a minute. Now I'm gonna show you, like I said, how you're gonna put it onto your skin. So finger on the base, and usually I put my pinky onto my tush, my skin, and you're literally, I don't want you to go click and then push in. I want you to literally dart it in. Okay, so I didn't go prick, push in. I want you to just dart it right in, okay? And you want to push it all the way to the base. So see how that's touching? Because you want to get it down into the muscle, okay? So once it's into the muscle, put your hand onto the plunger and you're gonna press. I don't know how well this is gonna work. It's on an orange, okay? But you're gonna press all the way in. Hold it for a second, make sure you've pressed it all the way in. Grab back at the base, pull out, grab your gauze, put it onto the spot, okay? It is really that simple. Yes, it's gonna take a little bit of time for you to get used to doing that. It took me a little while to get used to sticking myself, and there's a few times where I pressed in, which did make it worse. So just dart it right in, just do it. You know, if you have to practice on an orange with a few needles, that's okay, but it's gonna make it so much easier. Okay, once you are done jabbing, pull out, and then you're gonna put your gauze on. And something that's really important is you want to massage it in. And I don't mean just like rub a little bit. It might hurt in the beginning, but after a while you get used to it, push in. So I don't know if you'll be able to see, like, try to turn to the side. I am pushing in my skin, and I'm gonna rub, rub, rub really, really hard. And the reason we're doing this is you wanna massage that oil into the tush, whichever muscle you're actually getting into right now. You really want to rub that in, and I do it usually for about a good 30 seconds. So I will stop now. But you want to do that really, really well. That is going to help you to have less pain later, because a lot of times the pain is not the injection. The pain comes later when you're just sitting there and you touch your butt and you're like, ow, that hurts. And that's just because you have the oil in there and you can get lumps and bumps, and so you want to massage it out as well as possible. Okay, so that is it. Hopefully this was helpful when you're trying to give yourself a PIO shot. And yes, it can be scary. I totally get it. It took me a long time to try it myself, probably at least a couple weeks. I had my wife give me the shot just because I couldn't do it. And then one day I had to do it myself. So I tried, and it was fine. Ever since then, it's just become easier to do it myself over time. You can do it. Just remember all of the tips. I will put them here. So great. Again, hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. And again, I am done with my shots today. But again, good luck with your pregnancy. Hopefully everything works out beautifully for you. And if you are pregnant, let me know how many weeks you are and what's going on with that. I would love to hear from you, especially if you've gone through IVF like I have. It was quite an experience. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye!